Okay. I think the angle's okay. Move my Rolos. Okay, so before the video, a lot of people hop on, I'm going to open my mail from Sunny Sewing Machines. They sent me a happy birthday package, which was really sweet and totally unnecessary, but also really appreciated. Because why not? So we got size 19 needles, which is exciting because they're my favorite. Okay, guys. So I'm opening my birthday mail from Sunny Sewing Machines. Oh, that's awesome. So they are trying out pre-wound bobbins. So that's pretty exciting. And they sent rainbow thread. I love it. Oh, yay, Carol. That's exciting. So this is the Tex 90 bonded. Now I can't remember. Tex 90 is the poly, bonded poly, and then Tex 90 is the bonded nylon. My professional face. Yeah, we're so professional. I actually just took like a night shower. It's the opposite of the 70. Perfect. Yes, my friend got this for me for my birthday. I love it. Love a good comfy bed. That too, comfy sweater. So yeah, I'm super excited to use this. I have the other rainbow, but this one looks even more fun. A night shower. Yeah, we got a couple boxes of hardware in today, and after hardware, I just need a shower. Oh, Julia, I have both. They're so good. And I mean, in these times, why not support small? Oh, Sharon, happy birthday. I don't know what day it is, so happy early or late birthday. Well, since it's a variegated thread, they're never gonna look exactly the same, but they have Tex 90 and then Tex 70, I believe. Yay, Sam, for more rainbow. And like I said, they're trying out pre-wound bobbins, so I'm definitely gonna try these on a bag this week, because pre-wound bobbins, that's amazing. Oh, Sandra, yeah. I actually had like 4 of my friends text me and ask if I was gonna play Animal Crossing tonight, and I was like, I'm gonna be a good girl. I'm gonna work on a custom order since I finally got it cut out today. So we're working on the Divina. I'm gonna go ahead and start with the lining just because that's what's on top. The weight of the thread is the same as the tex of the thread. So it's the bonded poly Tex 90. So what I'm using in my machine right now is Tex 70 bonded poly. I don't notice a huge difference between the two, other than the bonded nylon comes in more colors. So that's about it. And I'm not going to go way too in depth with everything I'm doing because I do have another tutorial on this bag, like 2 others. Oh, Sue, absolutely. Yeah, if anybody ever has any issues retrieving any of their old purchases, just send me an email because I can resend the download link. So your purchases don't expire or anything like that. Never want people to pay for the same pattern twice. It's not fair. So I'm just attaching the bottom panel and top stitching. Hey everybody. What is this Animal Crossing? Animal Crossing is a Nintendo video game that came out. The first one came out in 2010, I believe, and I played that on the GameCube religiously, but they just came out with a new one on the Switch. And I gave up playing tonight, so I could go live and sew this bag. It's really fun, but I wouldn't say it's for everybody. It's just like, my friend David described it best when he was like, I realized I was avoiding real life chores to do my chores in the game, and that's when I decided I probably shouldn't be playing. I was like, that's a good point. Because yeah, you have to like pay off a loan and shake trees for fruit. When am I taking more custom orders? So you can always email me for a custom order, and when I can, I will respond. But right now I have like 86 open orders, and I'm just waiting on fabric for a lot of them. So that's hard. However, I did get in the mail today my new zipper pulls, and I'm really excited. Animal Crossing movie? No, I had no idea. That's amazing. So these actually were supposed to be cutouts there, but it's actually really pretty as is, especially the rainbow, because the colors look different. And the person whose custom order this is was really nice enough to say, yeah, use those pulls. I love them. And I was like, yes, yes, yes. So these are going to be on the website soon. My friend just took photos of them, and I'm going to get them listed. The way I'm going to stock hardware is probably in little chunks, because that's how it's being arrived to me. That's how it's being arrived. That is how it's arriving to me. But I'll let you guys know when everything is in and stocked, so you can stock up. I know I'm excited to fill the bins. Grabby hands. Yes. So I'm working on the slip pocket. I'm top stitching the folded edge at the top. And I am making this bag out of all vinyl, so I've added Decaville to some parts. Deborah, yes. So actually, I just got an affiliate code with TechniSport. And there's a discount link. It's so whatever, but if you go to any of my older or any of the past videos, or even when this one is no longer live, I have a blog post with like all my affiliate links and discount codes, and that'll be in there. But a gaming chair, because those people sit a lot, and so do we, and we're doing something, I don't want to say more productive, but it's a little more productive. Okay, so I'm going to base this in place, and then I'm going to come up the center and make it look fancy. And I'm sewing like 1/8 of an inch from that center mark, back stitching. And then I'm going over and back stitching a little bit to reinforce, and then coming back down. Again, just like 1/8 of an inch from the center mark, and then continuing my base stitch. And this makes a nice sized sectioned slip pocket. Barb, I've not done a lot of card slots with waterproof canvas, but it can be done. Okay, I admit, I'm a gamer and we do sit a lot. Annie, it's okay. I do not own rivet punches for the Elaine. I can use the triangle strap. Yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah, they have Afterpay. TechniSport does. Cheryl, this waterproof canvas is like hot pink. It's really pretty. I was gonna use purple, but I realized I have none, and I cut this out and I wanted to get it done. So I figured this pink matches pretty well. Yeah, Jennifer, try it out, and then if you need a new one, we've got an affiliate code. Okay. work on my zipper pocket on the inside, get my iron heated up. I hope my new iron comes soon. I'm ready for auto shut off after 30 minutes, not 10. So Charisse, I'm actually using just vinyl for the whole bag. It's gonna be really pretty. Okay, and then what size? Oh, a 9-inch, okay. So we're making a 9-inch zipper pocket. Using my zipper template from Tops and Bobbins. Stay in place, please. I'm gonna kind of line it up. Looks good. My stitch length is at 4 or 4.5. I can't tell from this angle. Makes it straight. Just go down to one side, back stitching at the ends. And then I just lift up and go over. Jojo, it is really soothing. I agree. So I'm using my Olfa Precision Snips. You could also use Westcott Micro Tips from Walmart to really get into those corners. And right next to those threads, but not through them. Got a little thread caught in there, but it's fine. All right, so then I'm gonna pull this through. So no, those are not the ones on top of the machine. These won't really cut through very well. Yeah, I don't sew the sides because it puckers for me, but you don't have to. Oh, okay, I see. Do you need non-stick scissors for cutting your leather tape? Yes. I don't know if Olfa does, but I just get them from Walmart in the kids section. Yes, these are the Tula Pink snips. There's also just like regular easy snips, but I like rainbow. Okay, I'm gonna press this using lots of steam. And with waterproof canvas, you wanna work fast. Don't leave your iron. Don't let it linger. You're welcome, now it's stuck in your head. I'm just kind of rolling that seam back and forth so it sits nice and flat. Lots of steam. Okay. Yeah, I love my pink Singer. So nice and pressed. I think mine is the TS73. The pink machine in the background is a Singer chain stitch. It's vintage. I had it custom painted. I love it so much. Okay, so I'm gonna use this. Yes, all these colors are coming together. Pink zipper tape, black nickel. I'm gonna cut it to the length of my zipper pocket piece. Goodbye. Stay over there. I need a cutter like you have. I decided to make the new Emmeline bag a month. Couldn't decide on colors. Oh, they're cutting out 3 bags. Oh my gosh. Well, at least you have like a nice big space to do it. Install exterior. Well, Kim, okay. What you want to do is, it's basically the same. However, you can't iron on top of that. So what you want to do is you want to steam up your ironing board, press the vinyl face down to kind of warm it up and make it a little more malleable. And then you'll be able to kind of keep doing what you need to do. Hopefully that helps. Definitely practice. Oh, my shirt just made you. Thank you. Okay. I have to look at what I'm doing. And this is the Zipper Genie by Pam Demore. I think that's how you pronounce it, but you can also just get a zipper jig off of Amazon, I believe. Hello. Okay. So then I'm putting my zipper pull as close to the end as possible, laying my zipper tape in. So you'll see it's kind of hangling off the edge there. And that makes it so I can get to every little part of the zipper tape easily without having to move that until I get to the end. I just find it's easier to center my zipper. And then you can use double-sided tape or glue to help you hold your zipper in place after you've done 6,000 zipper pockets. It gets a little easier to just kind of eyeball it. I wish I were exaggerating, but that's probably exactly right. Okay. So I'm getting close to the end, so I want to remember to leave my needle in and then push my zipper pull through. Ugh, these new zipper pulls are so pretty. And they're big, like they're 2 inches long, which is a lot, I realize, but I just love when there's one grab. I'm done. I'm done. Oh. Okay, so there's what that's looking like. Oh, I'm so sorry. You chose to be here, and I'm ruining it. Okay, so I'm clipping the other side of my lining for that pocket, and we're going to leave that open to birth through. So I've got my fabric face up. I'm going to move my main lining piece out of the way and fold up the bottom edge about 1/2 inch and just sew through basically 1, 2, 3, 4 layers of waterproof canvas. Shout out to Danielle for showing me how to do this, because it really does save a lot of time. The first time I did it, I was like, duh, that makes so much sense. I love it. And then I'm just pivoting and moving my lining fabric out of the way, and then making sure I fold up about the same amount as the other side and back stitching. So here's what it looks like on one side. You can see it's folded. Oh, hi Tammy. Oh, you're gonna love it. It takes some getting used to, but you're gonna love it. So then I'm just trimming off the excess at the sides, including the zipper tape, so that there's no extra. And then, hi Liz, welcome. And then you fold it open, and then it's a low bulk opening that we can close later. Okay. So I've got the center marked along the bottom, and then I'm going to mark the center along the top because I need to make my zipper panel and place it. Snip. I like to do a little snip. All right, so there's my main lining pieces. I'll set those aside. And now I've got my pieces for the zipper panel. So I've cut my zipper to the size on the pattern. And then I've cut my lining, not the zipper, but the exterior. And then I cut my lining about 1/4 of an inch more, just because I always find my lining comes up short. And I don't like that. Oh, I have to grab a zipper end, that's right. So I'm gonna cut my zipper to about 18 inches, 19. It doesn't need to be this long, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. Did I cut that piece? No, I didn't. Crap. Okay, I'll have to get up and cut that. Hi, Stephanie. No, I do not sell vinyl. I sold vinyl a really long time ago and it was just a pain. Oh. So, I'll leave it to the experts. I always like to make sure things do what they do. 15:41. First time catching you live. Welcome. I am okay. Yes, I am tired, but that's because it's been a long day. I know, right, Kim? No, Sandra, please keep talking. I love it. It helps if I miss a question, you know? Oh, yay. Okay, so what we need to do is, this is the top of the zipper. What we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of fold it on itself. Yeah, I do get a lot of vinyl from Bodio, from FM Fabrics in Springfield. They take phone orders, but I think they're closed at the moment. And then my Punk Broidery, fabric.com every once in a while. I think that's it. Yeah, Bodio has amazing prices. And then if you guys watched my mail opening video recently, Ellen was so sweet and she did message me after she watched the video and she was like, hey, which vinyl did you need? I was like, yes, I meant to message you. I'm so sorry. She didn't have it, unfortunately, but that's okay. Okay, so I'm just basting it in place. I think the pattern, she has you do it a different way, which if it works for you, go for it, but it's not my favorite. Oh yeah, it's Thankful Tuesday tomorrow, so my Punk Broidery has a sale every Tuesday. Lord help me if I bought any more vinyl. There would be no room in my house, so I will have to skip, but I'm jealous of everyone who gets something good. Okay, missed a question. What bag do you think is best for someone who's never worked with vinyl? So if it's a bag you're wanting to start trying working with vinyl, not to toot my own horn, but the Peekaboo Beauty bag is a good one to get started just because it has vinyl only on the accent panel, so it's a good way to kind of dip your feet in to vinyl. I'm trying to think of other actual handbags to start with vinyl and like other pattern designers to recommend for just starting out. Maybe you guys have suggestions. Rochelle, me too. Oh yeah, the Devon pouch, that one's pretty good to start out with. Vinyl. Okay, it's the end of that. Oh, thank you. Oh, the clematis, yeah. I have not made one. I've purchased 2 or 3, and I've just never made one. The sunshine. Maybe a tote bag. Yeah. Okay, so this tape is double-sided tape from waywack.com. And I'm just folding the ends over 1/2 inch. Yeah, just like a big ol' tote bag. These would be good with domestic machines. I believe that the clematis definitely would be good with a domestic. The Devon would be good with a domestic. The Peekaboo is pretty good on a domestic. Yeah, that's true. The Lauren and the Elaine bag from me. Thank you. Yeah, domestic machine, if it can get through, it would depend on how much interfacing or how thick your vinyl is. Ooh, Linda, she said she made the Devon pouch with cork fabric and loves it. That sounds really nice. That was the chair, not my body, just FYI. It was really squeaky. Oh yeah, the Victoria wristlet. I always forget about the Victoria wristlet, and I love it so much. It was my quickest pattern. Oh, So Sweetness has a hobo pattern that works well with vinyl. FWD is technically not closed, but they are not shipping quickly. I know they sell through Amazon. All right, so I've got my exterior fabric face up, my zipper face down, and I'm just basting it in place. My basting stitch is a little further down than I'd like, but not a big deal. Okay, and then I'm adding my lining fabric over top of that. Okay, you guys can't let me forget, I need to go cut out the zipper lining. So I'm clipping it right sides together, but I'm gonna sew it from the top view. And then this zipper pull, I'm going to slide it out of the way. Make sure my zipper is flat. Stitch. And then I'm only going to press this from the lining side using a lot of steam. So I'm going to fold this over and press. And then just make sure that you watch out for your vinyl. You don't want to hit that. I'll turn you. Some people always yell at me. I can't see the ironing board. And then, like I said earlier with the zipper pouch, or the zipper pocket on an ironing board, what you do is you just like steam it, get it nice and warm, move your iron out of the way, and just lay the vinyl face down like that, and it kind of helps to make it a little more malleable. Okay, so then you're just folding it right sides together and top stitching. I'm going to switch to a 4.5. Go nice and slow. Pivot. And then you want to make sure that you're pulling your zipper out of that seam as much as possible. And then top stitch across the top. And for once, my lining isn't too small. Yay! So then what you can do is just trim the excess lining if you would like. And I would like. Oh. So yeah, there's what it looks like from the back side. That's the top, and then we do it again. And we do it again. Okay. So what I like to make sure is that at least one edge is lined up nicely. So I'm starting with the edge without a zipper pull. So I don't have that bulk in the way, and then I'm going to sew it on, just give it a nice little baste. Ben was down here. I don't know where he went. Yeah, I want to try the HD9 again. I've been thinking about ordering one and I'm just like, there's no point. All right sides together. Make sure your linings are together, your exteriors are together. I'm using hair clips to hold my pieces together. These are rainbow and they're available on my website. I actually stocked some of my personal inventory for you guys. They weren't used, I was just saving them for myself. Well, hey Ben, what are you doing? Oh God, scared me. Here, go to your spot. Go to your spot. Go on, go to your spot. Yeah, Carla, they're the best. Thank you for making sure I stayed on that. Can you sit down, sir? Go. Sit down. Go to your spot. I'm holding it. Get off the... Keep going. Thank you. It's really wobbly. Are you okay? Oh, hi, Thea. There's a smell somewhere. Was it your chip from earlier? Yeah, I gave him a chip earlier. It's fine. Not a full-size one, just a little guy. Yes. Okay. Leaving my needle in place, unzipping my zipper. It was not Cool Ranch. It was a baked Lay's. Oh yeah, I need a Rolo. Okay, this seems good. You can kind of see. Oh no, Cheryl! I'm sure they will move soon. Oh, Charisse, I'm so happy. I'm really excited for the next round of Zipper by the Yard too. I ordered some really fun colors. Different from this round. And then I doubled like the nickel and stuff like that because those sold out super quick. Yeah, we see one of Ben's eyes. Well, maybe I can go a little more. I just don't want it to be all cat and then somebody gets mad. If he would like lay closer. Can you lay closer? Come here. He's not having it. Yeah, just like the beginning. Lauren, should I interface the panel where I'm going to put the exterior zipper on the vinyl? Should I interface the panel? Yes, Shauna, this is a new one. They just came in today. And I texted whose order this is, and I was like, would you mind if I use these? It's the very first bag to ever have them. She was like, no, I love them. I was like, great. I'm excited. I was almost just going to use them anyway, and then I was like, maybe she'll email back real fast. And she did. I don't think you need to interface the vinyl for the zipper panel or for the top lining, but I'll definitely go over when I get to the exterior what I interfaced. Just because some of the vinyls I was using are thinner than the others, and I didn't want to compromise the longevity or strength of the bag. Sorry guys, my eyes are getting a little tired from jumping back and forth. It's been literal months since I've sewn at night. All right, so there's the zipper panel with the fancy new chevron zipper pull. So I'm gonna fold this in half and just make a quick snip at the center so that I can line this up. Definitely gonna get some, yes. I love them. I haven't had any like more ideas for zipper pulls, but Zorel Fabrics just released some videos of, not videos, but pictures of her new zipper pulls, and they look really, really cool. Zorel, it's Z-O-R-E-L-L-E. I love her stuff. Okay. Yes, I sell zipper ends and strap ends. However, zipper ends we did not restock because I'm going to look for some that are a little bit wider. I just haven't had a chance. But hopefully next month or something. Yeah, the Ouija board. So cool. Kira, I'm not sure how big hers are. They looked pretty nice size. Okay, lining top. Got that. We're gonna start with the zippered pocket side so that all of our zippers are going in the same direction. That's just my personal preference. It's not a rule or necessity. So I'm clipping these in place. Yeah, I'll do a video when I do a hardware update, like the full thing, like everything's ready to go. We ordered so much. We're putting things together. I also have another friend who's been working for me, Lindsay. She's been getting new product photos on the website and updating the listings to include better measurements for you guys. Just because when I started posting them, I was like, people know what I mean. They'll get it. But I get questions because I didn't make the greatest listings. All right, so lining top over the zipper panel, back stitch, and then I'm going to top stitch. Look at that. So pretty. Yeah, I wanted to start with the lining for this bag because the exterior is going to be so pretty that I know once I got done with the exterior, I wouldn't want to like spend time on the lining. I get that way sometimes where I'm like, no, I just want to see it done now. So get the have tos out of the way before the want tos. Right, Mom? Oh, Ben, you're so precious. Okay. Oops. And then for those of you who might be new to the channel or new to purchasing hardware from me, I promise I'm not usually that out of stock of things. It's just with the Chinese New Year and the COVID outbreak, it's been slowing things down. I mean, every once in a while I get low on something, but not like this. I've even had to like hold bags because of hardware. Okay, so we've got our lining ready to go for the gusset. I'm not sure if you guys saw, but I already snipped the centers at the top and bottom. So I'm gonna start on the side with a slip pocket because I'm not gonna leave an opening there, but I am gonna leave an opening on the side with the zipper pocket just so it's a little bit easier to birth through. I don't have to worry about the zipper tape. Oh, Sam says rainbow is coming soon. feel like my gusset is always longer. I don't know what I do wrong. But that's okay, I just trim it down and it works out. Yes, I do have inventory that I need to stock. Again, I just asked my friend to come work for me for a little bit. And after she finishes the hardware update, I'm gonna have her do some listing of those things. Okay. I know, Kara, right? Just keep an eye out. I trust you guys. I swear it's like half an inch too long every time. And then use these zipper pulls. Okay. So stitch length of 4. And then I'm gonna slowly grade my seam allowance to be a little bit more than just the standard, so that my lining isn't too baggy. I like to backstitch where I've added the slip pockets. And then I'm gonna trim down the excess after the accent panel, because I don't want to weaken those stitches. Not the accent, but like the top zipper panel. So I leave this here and leave that, you know, words. Yeah, Inga, I think you're the reason I have all my fruits that I need. So thank you. And for those of you who aren't sure what people are talking about, we're talking about Animal Crossing. Okay, so I am clipping at the center. And I am gonna like clip the gusset in place. I'm just gonna do my best not to sew between here and here, so it gives us plenty of room to birth through. Oh yay, and I'm so glad. We had a couple of people who ordered kind of mismatched pulls to tape. So if you were one of those people, feel free to email me, because I know it was really, really stressful and kind of hard to navigate in such a quick time span. So I'm happy to accept a return if you got the wrong colors or anything like that. I never want anyone to have hardware they can't use, because I'll use it. So Lori, the reason I leave the pocket open is so I can close that after. But when you birth through the pocket with the zipper, sometimes you can snag your vinyl, sometimes it can compromise your zipper pocket, so it's just kind of another thing to do. I don't know how to describe why I do it, but I just find it's easier for me, but it's not necessary. Oh. Yes, we do ship internationally, it's just expansive. Okay, so I'm going to start sewing at the top. Yeah, we ship internationally all the time. However, I cannot mark the items as a gift or any cheaper than they are because that's mail fraud. So I apologize for that. Any customs fees you have to pay, I'm so sorry for. I have to pay customs fees and it stinks. Okay, so I'm just now done with that curve, so I'm just gonna lift the foot up and slide all the way over to where the curve starts on the other side. And back stitch. And start sewing the other side. Back stitching at the start of that accent. And the end. And then we'll trim the excess. Okay, so we're just gonna trim the excess along where we've sewn, not anywhere else. Oh, come on now. Okay. So our opening is a little bit smaller than the zipper pocket, but it's gonna be easier. Okay. So now that my lining is finished, I have left a clip on the end of my zipper so it doesn't fall off. And we're just gonna leave it unzipped. So pretty, I love it. Okay, so now we can work on the exterior. But first, Cheryl, he just loves it. I need to go cut out the lining for the zippered pocket. I think I'm gonna do it a little bit differently because my cutting table is filled with zipper. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the back exterior piece and I'm just gonna cut 2 of these out of my lining fabric and that should do it. So I'm so sorry, but I have to move the camera because I'm just gonna use this. Okay, just set you down right there. Where are you? You're only a day away. Aw, hi Ty. Okay. I'm just gonna kind of rough cut it. It doesn't need to be the exact shape, size, what have you. You actually want it to be a little bit longer so that your seam allowances are good. Again, totally professional here. That's how we do it. Nailed it. 4-year-old did that. Oh, no, these are cutting table scissors. Put away our materials. All right. Oh. Oh. Okay. I think it's time for a Rolo. I am located in Southern Illinois. Okay. Make sure my hands are clean. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start on the back. Less to think about. The pink is waterproof canvas. From the window to the wall, to my comfy bed I'll crawl. The thread that I use is Tex 70 and Tex 90 from Sunny Sewing Machines. All right, so I've got 6 total of these strap connectors, but I'm only gonna worry about 4 of them right now. And I'm just going to fold them in half. And keep going. Yes. So here's the color combo. We went with this light pink, black, and this really pretty teal. And then the handles are going to be a dark pink. I'm excited. I don't usually make a lot of like all vinyl bags since they're mostly fandom, but I was really excited about this custom order and color combo, so I'm sorry they just take me so long. T70, Tex 70 is bonded nylon, so it's going to be a little bit slipperier, and Tex 90 is bonded polyester. It's going to be a little bit thicker. No, you're spare your threads, junk. Yeah. I can't tell a huge difference between the two, so. Hey, Sam could answer. He's the expert. He sells this stuff. Right? All right. So I've got those folded into the center. I'm going to grab some double-sided tape and place it at the bottom. So these aren't going to be our usual strap connectors where we want no raw edges. There's going to be raw edges along the bottom. It's going to get sewn into a seam. So there we go. Okay. I'm going to grab my 4 square rings and slip them through. So both raw ends at the bottom. Thank you, Mopsy. You admins are on it tonight. God bless you. Square rings are coming. Yep. Tons. So many. I was looking through the website and I was like, wow. We're low on a lot. I mean, even the bags looking from here, like it's low. Yes, Sunny Sewing Machines is shipping, although he could answer. He's right here. Okay. And then I'm going to, oh yay, I'm so excited. It's so pretty. Tape along the bottom again so that it stays put. Oh yeah, we took 101 bags. We sold 52. 52. It was exciting. It was honestly crazy because normally we sell more purses, not purses. That's what we did sell. We sell more dresses than anything. So I was like, wow, that is different. Okay. So I'm going to grab both of my top panels while I'm here, just to make sure they're placed the same. I'm not sure about Tech 70 and a domestic. I can't answer domestic questions. I don't have the patience, and I'm so sorry. Appreciate those who do. Can I fix a zipper in a dress? No. All right, so I am putting the connectors 4 inches from the side, I think. Yes, I like that. And then they should be 4 inches apart. So I just like the balance. Yes. For the dresses, I just design the fabrics because that's what I do. I like to design fabric. And move it. No. 3, 4. Okay. So I've got those placed. A little ruler back. Yeah, that looks good. And I don't remember if I said this, but this vinyl was a little thin, so I added Decaville Light. And then I added Decaville Light to the center panel as well. And just out of the seam allowances, otherwise it would be a little thicker than I'd like. All right, I'm gonna set my stitch length to 4.5 and just sew in a U shape across these connectors. Close to the top as you can. And then I take a little scrap of leather to protect the hardware and the fabric from getting messed up. I can zoom in on this if you want. And I'll trim all my little threads. And I'm gonna add a rivet here and here. My Facebook, do you mean the Facebook page, So Whatever? Okay, so I'm lining this up and punching the hole first. I use a 2mm hole punch for the 9mm rivets. I only ever use 9mm rivets because that's what I like. Hi Ashley, yes, I agree. I hope everyone is staying safe and healthy. Okay, make sure you're only poking a hole through what you want. guys were talking about rainbow and I almost grabbed my rainbow rivets. Like, oops, that's not what I need. Okay. Oh man. My hole punch is 2mm. Yes, such crazy times, I agree. Alright, so I like to add the post through the back and then the rivet cap on top. And you can see kind of where all of that lines up, and it's adding a little bit extra stability. Oh, speaking of feet, I need to grab purse feet. I am using the foot that came on my machine, yes. I will say it has worn down from use, and then when I used to wind my bobbins, I didn't know you could lift up this lever here, so it kind of ground itself down a little bit, which is fine. All right, post in the back, cap in the top. Julia, no, she actually is due in July. And then my other sister is due in September. Crazy times. Grabbing purse feet, sorry. Really quick while I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna grab the bottom and add those purse feet. Oh no, my ruler. Didn't put my ruler back. Yes, the purse feet sounds are my favorite. Tippity tap, tippity tap. All right. Gonna go 1 inch in from each side of the Decaville Heavy. And then find the center. This is 8 inches, so 4 inches is the center. How tall is this? Not an even number. Another Rolo. Oh yay, I'm glad. All right. Gonna add the purse feet. Yes, thank you. Add the washers, give them a little twist. Then I'm gonna grab the duct tape. It's just regular duct tape, helps keep it from... I don't have Rolos, Lauren. I'm so sorry. I would ship candy out, but it melts. All right. Just gonna use like 3 strips of duct tape and you don't have to cut it past the seam allowance, but I like to so that I can sew through it and it'll keep the feet. It's just another layer of security for the feet. Okay, so I attach it and then I just kind of burnish it on the table, and then you can trim it down. I'm just using Fisker's non-stick scissors. Oh no, that's a bummer. Yeah, some machines may not be able to handle. It. Okay, I'm gonna baste my foam. I know I'm getting a little out of order, but it's like finish a task. Okay. That, and I think I need to change my bobbin soon, so I'm just working on small tasks like basting so that I can run out in an okay spot, if that makes sense. Okay. And now I'll go ahead and baste the foam on these side panels. Again, out of order, but I don't want to run out while top stitching. And this vinyl is so thin that I can't sew through it again, like if I were to run out of bobbin thread or something. Okay. So I'm using the same teal or aqua color on the side panels as I am the front, and then I'm using black on the bottom for dirt reasons, you know, but I just thought it would look a little cohesive. I can hear you, but I won't. No. I can hear my bobbins running low. Some look for bobbin thread while others don't. Where is CJ tonight? CJ is home. He's just upstairs watching Critical Role and painting models for Warhammer, I think. Some game. Some tabletop game. We didn't get out of bed for like anything on Saturday, so we were like, we could use some time apart, that's fine. What do you think of the solid foam piece behind the front like you did for the other bag? Yes, definitely add the foam, I think. I like it. Okay. I think maybe I can add these and just not baste it. So I am adding foam like the pattern suggests, because the gusset seemed a little droopy without it. So the last one I made felt really nice, having the foam there. So I'll trust the designer. No, I don't mean to say it that way. I was just being funny. Taking it out. Whew. Wouldn't have even gotten me through a top stitch. Well, no, actually it would have. On the bottom. I feel for your hands already. Yeah. All right. Bobbin on deck. Okay, bobbin fell. Bobbin is a wreck. Okay. So many quilts done, that's amazing. All right, so we're folding that seam allowance towards the bottom panel, and I'm just top stitching. Come on, nope. My bobbin didn't like the way it was threaded. Come on out. Come on, little fella. Come on. Okay, so what happens when it does that is it kind of nests itself and it won't sew nicely. So it just means I didn't thread it well enough. Oh, Kira, I get it. No, I lost my sewing energy until, well, not until today, but it felt good. I cut and interfaced 2 bags. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna sew it tonight. I've missed going live. So, alright, much better. Goodbye. Goodbye. Like that AOL guy. Goodbye. Alright. And we still have to attach our crossbody connectors, but I'll do that in a minute. Okay, so there's our gusset. Yeah, a little. There's a lot going on. Okay. I'm gonna grab a nameplate before I forget. All right, so this is the middle panel. Stitch length set to 4.5. Rolo stuck to the roof of my mouth. I just think of it as 40 people and it's better. There's only 40 people listening to me with a Rolo stuck to the roof of my mouth. It was fine. I do want to talk about really quick the sewing workshop that we have coming up. We've rescheduled it to June, and basically our fingers are crossed that nothing happens. I know there was someone who emailed about a refund, and we're definitely going to do it if we don't have to reschedule again. If we do, and you still want a refund, we'll totally be able to do that. But Anne and I are still kind of keeping an eye out to see if we can still even do it in June. With everything going on, we're not sure, and we want to keep everyone's safety in mind. Okay, so I'm going real slow, top stitching this black because I have light pink thread. Yes, Cheryl, I agree, a virtual hangout is always awesome. Although I wish we could have another Barb's retreat. That was so fun. All right. Yes, beautiful. Okay, so the workshop is with Sunny Sewing Machines, actually. And what it is a one-day hands-on experience with industrials. They walk you through, well, the plan is, and we're hoping to have multiple once we get the first one done and see what needs to be fixed or what, but Anne has been working so hard to get everything done, and I've been giving the bare minimum, but to be honest, but it is going to be really fun when we get there. But it's just a one-day workshop with hands-on experience basically on the industrial sewing machines, and you can figure out if it's the right purchase for you is our goal. And it is in Dallas. I'm just a procrastinator. I will get what needs to be done. And then I know I mentioned like a sewing workshop in Wisconsin, I think, but with everything going on in the world and timing, I don't think it'll work out this year, but not never. All right, so pretty. So there's that. I know, right? Alright, so then I'm taking the large piece of foam and I'm going to just baste the fabric to it. With this being vinyl, I would not recommend trying to interface it. You can from the back side, but it's just not going to work out well. So I would just recommend basting it by hand or basting spray, using glue, but even then, yes, so right now the workshop is fully booked. However, if someone needs to receive that refund, someone else would take their place, and we'll let you guys know as soon as we can. Basically, everything's been pushed back, what, to the end of April now? As far as staying home and whatnot, we just don't want anyone to feel like they have to put themselves at risk or anything like that. Okay, that's awesome. And Jan, if you want to shoot an email over to the More You Know workshop and let us know, it just kind of helps us. No, a standard home machine would not work well for a project like this. Not with all the interfacing and how thick the vinyls are. you would just, if you curse, you would curse the whole time. And if you don't curse, you might start doing that. I'm just thinking back on my time with the domestic and trying to use vinyls, and it was not fun. So much crying. I think at one point I was making a swoon Charlotte, and I was like, why would they design the pattern like this if you can't sew through it? So I think, yeah, it just kind of depends on your machine, if it can handle it or not, and your knowledge on how to successfully make it work. Okay, so now I'm at the zipper panel. Got my top portion, bottom portion. The pieces I need are dwindling. So I've got my 2 zipper pulls over there. Right now I'm looking for this piece. And this, I really love this part. It's so much fun. Okay, so I'm not sure how the pattern is written because I only read it the first time I made it. Maybe a little bit the second time. But what I'm doing is I'm cutting my zipper tape a couple inches longer than I need it. Wait, what's new? However, this is so I can add my zipper pulls safely, especially because these are so large. Okay, so I'm gonna add 1 zipper on one end. Slide it through to almost the other side. And I do have a video going in depth of how to do this. And then add the other side. And just make sure that there is as little bulging as possible. So this is pretty perfect. Yes, Jan, that would be amazing. All right, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna fold this zipper tape in half, and I'm gonna use just a pen. I'll just use this to mark the centers. So it's kind of hard to see, but I've marked the centers. Ooh, I have to work at 7 a.m. Gross. Good night, Sam. Okay, and then I'm going to unzip the zipper pulls as close as I can to the center. Okay, here we go. And then this is the connector piece. I'm not quite sure what it was originally for because I'm stupid. But what I'm gonna do is I cut that out and I'm gonna add a piece of tape to the center. Not stupid, I'm just ignorant because I didn't read it. There's a difference. And I'm going to fold the raw edges towards the center. And I'll go ahead and have them meet. Okay. Those pulls are jewelry on back. Aren't they pretty? All right, so I've got raw edges on the top. These raw edges are into the center. Oh, Dawn, that's amazing. All right, and then I'm gonna add just another smaller piece of the tape in the center, just so it stays in place while I'm trying to sew. So this is gonna be like my center divider, so I don't actually have to cut the zipper tape and not necessarily weaken it or anything, but if you don't have to, why? So there's what it's looking like. And then I'm just gonna top stitch it along either side. And just kind of slide my zipper pulls out of the way, but also bring your zipper teeth together while you're sewing over, and then backstitch. Because otherwise, if you don't bring your zipper teeth together when you're sewing, it can tend to leave like a weird little gap or something. So just kind of squeeze them while you're sewing. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to trim down any extra threads might be floating around. You also don't have to make this bag with two zipper pulls if you want, two zipper pockets, but it does look really nice with it. So the next thing I'm going to do is fold my top panel and my bottom panel in half and snip the centers. This one's already marked, makes my life easier. And the first one I want to do is the bottom panel. Yes. So we're lining up the center of my zipper tab with the center of my zipper piece. And then what I did is I added 2 clips to the outer zipper ends, and I'm unzipping my zippers because the pulls are going to get in the way, and this is just going to make it easier. Okay. And then I will baste stitch that in place, just kind of suggesting my zipper go where I ask it to. You don't want to pull on it or push it too far, or it could shift. Oh man, you're so cute. Okay. And now we're going to add one of our lining pieces. It seems wrong, but it's not. So I'm laying it this way, and then I'm going to top stitch that together. Again, it's bigger than I need it to be, and that's okay. And I'm going to do, I basted it 1/8 of an inch, and I'm sewing it together at 1/4 of an inch. And I'm just making sure that that zipper tape is staying in place. I can feel it through the vinyl with my fingers. And then I need to turn my iron back on. I'm gonna steam this. I'm gonna zip my zippers together. Oops. Add another clip. Here's what that's looking like so far. And you're gonna press from the lining side. And I like to use a lot of steam. Watch out for any vinyl you don't want to steam through. You don't want to accidentally hit the vinyl with your iron. It makes for a bad day. Real bad day. There we go, there's that steam. Alright, so I've steamed it over. And then you can top stitch. My stitch length is set to 4.5, keep it consistent. And you just want to make sure that you pull that lining away from everything. And you're slowly top stitching through. So you can see how I'm kind of like rearranging and pulling everything in place. Okay. So there's that. And then Again, we've got to unzip our zippers so they're out of the way. Line up the center of the front panel with the center of the top of that zipper tab. And that's where I'm going to clip it. Just in that center. Yeah, I can move it a little bit. But then I'm going to flip this over and lay my zipper tape in place and baste stitch. This is a little bit harder because of my strap connectors and stuff, but it's feeling like it's going to be okay. Again, just very gently suggesting that zipper go where you want it to go. You do not want wonky zippers. Come on, little fella. Come on. Okay. That is basted. And now we're going to add the other lining panel. Just that same way, right sides together. Looks good. And since I did not cut that top straight, the top of the lining anyway, I'm just going to kind of clip it, and then we'll trim off any excess as needed. So 1/4 inch seam allowance. And making sure to feel the zipper tape underneath. Okay. And then all we do now is flip this piece up and top stitch through the black. I am going to zip my zipper pulls towards the center for this. And then we're top stitching on the black, and you're folding this seam up. And if your zipper pulls are like kind of close or in the way, you can move them if need be. But what I'm going to do after I finish this top stitch is I'm not going to lift up my needle or anything like that. I'm just going to pivot this and sew down everything. I'm going to baste these in place, and then I'll make my center sewing lines. Close those pockets, but I like to do this now so that when I go to trim off my zipper or move the zipper pulls, they're basted shut. And everything was long enough that my pockets are fully closed. Normally she doesn't have that in the seam allowance, but I cut it long so that it would be. Totally not necessary. The original instructions are great. Okay. So now if you wanted to, you can leave this as 2 separate pockets or 2 zippered pockets that lead to the same place. But what we're gonna do is sew down the center to close them up. So I'm going to actually fold it. No, I don't think I can. So I'm going to use my ruler. I've got that snip along the bottom somewhere. No, I do fold it. I'm lining up my pieces. Making a little fold. I have to snip my center to attach the gusset anyway, so I'm just gonna snip that. And then after this is when I attach the foam, because if I add it now, before I sew this down, I'm going to be weakening the foam, and I don't want to do that. And it's not that it weakens the foam, but you're creating a crease through the foam, and yeah, we don't want to do that. Oh yeah, that's what I do. Okay. I'm trying to think. I like to create two lines that kind of look like accent stitching, but I want to trace it out. Let's see. Instead of tracing it, can I crease it? Negative ghostwriter. I trust myself. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be following the edge of my foot along here and sewing the edge along the foot and down here. Tina, how long did it take to get your business going, and was the footwork hard? For sure. I've had a business now since I was, oh man, I mean technically like 21 or something. I've been working for myself, and it does take a lot of time and effort and hard work. It's not easy, and I work a lot of, like 18-hour days. All right, so there's one stitch line, and then I'm gonna add the second one on the other side. Again, just following. I'm lining it up with the edge of my walking foot, back stitching to lock it, and then I'm just going straight down. Beautiful. And then if you wanted to, you can add a third line down the center of that. But I think it's fine. And then you've got two slip pockets. All right. And I'm going to baste my foam in place. We're going to add our side connectors. Honestly, these can stay zipped. It's not going to hurt anybody. And then we'll attach the gusset. Okay, good. I do have Rolos left. Okay. Yes, I cut out two solid pieces for the front and the back. Okay, and then I just have my main straps and my crossbody strap. I'm using Pellon single-sided fusible foam. Ben, is Dad giving you guys food? Okay, and then when I fold over my strap connector, I'm making sure I leave more on the top than the bottom because this is where it needs to be strongest. adding another piece of double-sided tape. Yes, you could absolutely add hidden strap connectors to the side of the bag. It would look great. Okay. Ugh, my ruler. Hello, sir.
Oh, good night.
What time is it?
It's almost 10.
Wow.
And I gotta go to a client tomorrow.
You're leaving me?
Yep, just for a couple hours.
What time?
I have to be there at 8.
That's so early. Okay. How long are you gonna be on?
Maybe an hour there, an hour back, so 2 to 3 hours.
Okay. I won't be awake. No. Cindy says good night.
Good night.
So does Cheryl.
Good night.
And TMM.
Good night. Good night.
Good night, good night, wherever you are. No, it is not a metal zipper. I use nylon. I like nylon. I like nylon. Hmm. No. Don't you do this. Don't you do this. And then I'm gonna sew across for strength. Oh, that's funny. I thought it was thread, but it was my hair. Not that I'm sewing with, but on my sewing table, I was like, wow, that's a really thin pink thread. Oh no, that's my hair. Good afternoon. Hi, Jane. My thread zapper's in the drawer. Just haven't grabbed it. Okay, so the gusset is done, my front panels are done. I'm going to go ahead and really quick snip my centers. And then, actually, I do not have shoulder issues turning that wheel. I fell when I was roller skating a while ago, and I was going to a chiropractor, and that helped. But no, it's really not heavy because I'm slightly lifting up on the foot when I turn. Otherwise, it's a lot harder. Okay, I'm gonna really quick do my straps because again, when I get, I'm Pamela, it's so funny. Or should I say Joanne's? That was so strange, but I'm glad that you emailed me like within perfect timing so we could update it for you. So funny. Okay. I'm going to trim the extra vinyl off. Hi, Janice. Oh, awesome. Glad to have you with us. All right, I still need to add my nameplate. Don't let me forget. Not today. Oh, that was amazing. I could hear it was low and I was like, no, come on. Get me through the strap, please. And it did. Okay. Not today. All right, I have one more bobbin. Woo! Goodbye to the others. And it should get me through the bag. If not, I have one more that would be perfect for top stitch. Telling you guys, the sticker is magic. That, and I can hear it. But I saw Pamela, I think Pamela H posted in the group that her bobbin didn't get her twice today. That's pretty incredible. She won. Okay. Thank you, thank you. Okay. I'm just building to the suspense of finishing this bag by doing the straps. That, and I'm really tired. Yes, nameplate, thank you. Okay, I saw my name. Lauren, have you done much with the vintage chain stitch? Yes, I have. Just the other weekend, just Friday actually, I made a couple of patches for my friend's jacket. Her birthday is coming up, so I'm thinking maybe tomorrow I'll do a live stream chain stitching for her. Just because it's so fun and relaxing, but I probably won't be able to read comments while I'm doing it. So I hope that's not frustrating. This strap is the length of the vinyl, so like 54 inches by 4 inches wide, and then the handbag straps I cut to 26 inches by 4 inches wide, and they all finish out to be 1 inch. 1 inch wide. Okay. And I'm honestly not sure where I got this vinyl. It could have been FM stores. Could have been from Hancock many, many years ago. I don't know. It's a big piece. It is a little bit thin. I mean, it's thinner, but it feels really nice. I'm gonna guess FM. And for those of you with domestic machines that are worried about the double-sided tape gumming up your needles, they do make non-stick needles, so that might help. I'm gonna grab my hardware. Yeah, the machine actually needs a little bit of oil. Perfect. So I'm taking one end through the center of the slide adjuster. Hi, Eleanor. Okay, and then I'm just sewing 2 parallel lines as close as I can for stability. Another reason I'm actually not using my thread zap is with vinyl. It's very easily melted or marred by the thread zap, so I like to prevent that. So I'm not using that right now. Alright, then one snap hook through the end, come back through, and then through the other side. Again, if you guys have trouble with crossbody straps, I do have like a full tutorial on how to do it. A lot of slide adjusters won't work with vinyl. The ones I have on my website do. They're a bit tight. I might look into some wider ones, but they work. And then on the other end, I'm gonna sew a box stitch. Wow. And then just sew across, keeping that leather over my hardware. Whoops. All right, there we go. All right, crossbody strap is finished. It's pretty. All right, so now we're ready to add a nameplate. Thought I forgot, but I didn't. All right, I'm gonna make sure that these are the same height, because I feel like after I sew them together, they're never the same height. It's probably how people feel with the Devon. Okay. So then I'm gonna add my nameplate to this side right here. Thank you guys. I know, right? I'm so bad. Ugh, my little ruler. I need to get a second one. Okay, so I like to add my nameplate right between the handle connectors. And I'm just gonna center it there. Hey, Jaded. Lay my nameplate down. And mark where my prongs are. Ooh, don't point at me. And then hole punch through. Still chair, not me. That's upside down. I don't think I've ever done that and not caught it, thank goodness. Okay. Let's attach this gusset. I'm going to need a lot of clips. This is a lot of foam to try and hold together. I'm going to grab my stapler just in case I need it on the curves. Hi Pamela, yes. So not all of the zipper by the yard sold out within that hour, but it was definitely gone by either the end of the day or the beginning of next day. I think it was the end of the day, honestly. So thank you guys so much. That was craziness. We had over 260 orders go out that day. So crazy. Oh, Dawn, yeah, I get what you mean. They can be frustrating for sure. I don't think any of my sewing patterns have gussets because I feel kind of the same. Not that there's anything wrong with them, but it's a lot you can mess up. Oh, Crystal, I'm so happy. Yeah, it was crazy. So next round we have a bunch of fun colors coming. I ordered the same amount of rainbow because it was a lot. Honestly, we probably won't ever order more than what we did as far as rainbow and stuff, but I ordered twice as much of the other colors just to kind of get it close to the amount of rainbow we ordered. Tina, so lately I've honestly only made a couple of bags a week, but when I'm prepping for a show, I could make up to 20 to 60 depending on what they are. Lauren, Jane asks, what is the trick to not skipping a stitch on the corner when you pivot on a box stitch? Making sure your needle is in the right spot is the trick, I think. And kind of back stitching before you move on. Hi, Elizabeth. Yeah, Dawn, especially with piping, you're right. All right, so got this laying flat. I'm switching my stitch length to a 4.5. I don't think I'm gonna need to staple. Famous last words. Here we go. Ben, don't scare me, okay? Don't come out of nowhere and try and scare me. Go to your spot. He's gonna scare me. I know my bobbin is good. All right, so as I'm coming down, I'm gonna add back stitches over my accent pieces, especially over my zipper. And then I'm just kind of laying this flat, folding it on itself, and taking my hand around the curve to kind of help hold it in place, making sure I can see all my layers. Back stitching over the bottom panel. Alright, and then I'm only going to trim along the bottom curve. I'm not trimming down my seam allowance anywhere else because it can compromise my top stitching. It could start to come loose, so. Doesn't mean it will, but it could. And then leaving, since there are no zipper tabs, if you trim this down even more, you could kind of, again, compromise your zipper here. It could kind of start to fray or come undone within that seam allowance, and then your bag is, I don't want to say ruined, but compromised. I don't know why that's the only word I can think of. So I'm just running my hand across the seam to make sure everything is sewn together, nothing is skipped, anything like that. And then we're gonna add the other side. These zipper pulls look so nice. I love them. Oh, Laura, that's the worst. I'm so sorry. Do you have a walking foot that you can attach, or any Teflon tape, or not Teflon, but like Scotch tape you can use on the bottom of the foot? I know receipt paper can work too. There's a lot of things you can use to try and help, but dealing with sticky vinyl is the worst. My heart goes out to you. Yes, Judy, they will be added to the website very soon. And I'll let you guys know when the full hardware restock happens. Okay. Oh, that's fine. Okay. Oh, thanks, guys. Thanks, guys. Bonita, no, it is made in China. Oh, sewing machine oil on vinyl. Yeah, that could work. Yeah, I wish I could be like the source for information on domestics, but I just don't have the patience. Hey, Bianca. You missed a lot, but you're here for the fun part. All right, so I've got everything clipped together. This bag is standing up nicely, just how I wanted it. The Decaville is definitely helping along the top, so it's not going to like sag or anything. So I'm excited for that. The foam definitely helps too. All right, and this one I don't have to worry about back stitching as much. I'm still going to, but I don't have that zipper panel to worry about. Just the accent pieces. And make sure that everything stays lined up. Oh, I caught a thread and I got worried. Here we go. Where's that? Yeah, you don't want anything to slip. And you don't want your side panels to pucker, so I'm just kind of pressing and massaging out any puckers that might happen to create more of a flat seam. There we go. Back stitch at those accents, and back stitch at the top. Whew! We did it. I'm sure my face is bright red. Okay, trimming down only along that curve. Pretending there's only 45 of you. All right. There we go. All right, so then I'm just gonna kind of peek in. I think I could do another Elaine bag. What do you mean? Like make another? Or design something better. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is turn my lining. Oh, sorry. lining right side out. Again, keeping an eye, make sure that zipper doesn't come undone. Yeah, if you would like to place a custom order, please just email me and kind of let me know what you want. Shop around on my website, let me know the bag style. It's going to be probably a month or so before I respond to you, so just be ready for that. This bag is for Laura, and she has been very patient with me. Ben is shiny. Ben is shiny and soft. He's so shiny. What is that hair on your face? Sir, I'm trying to help you. Thanks. Oh, thank you. Ben is my kitty. Xana's twin. Oh, fun. Hi, Zana. Zana? Is that how you pronounce it? Or Xana? It's so cute. Okay, so we want our bag to have the zipper pocket on the back. That's usually what works for me. So I'm just placing that. I'll zoom out a little bit. Hannah, but with a Z, that's what I thought. Nice. Oh, yeah, Vishar, I really need to. Yeah. There are a few of my patterns that need better videos. It's like, wait, aren't you the pattern designer? Shouldn't you make better videos for your bags? You make bag videos. But I guess I just don't want you guys to feel like I'm selling you stuff. I don't know. By posting videos. I don't know. I'm not trying to sell you stuff. That's what I'm trying to say. We're just hanging out. Ah. Okay, good. Alrighty, so make sure that your, what's wrong with selling us stuff? I don't know. I don't know. It's just not what I'm here for. Make sure your strap connectors are facing down. Your hardware is out of the way. I'm just kind of slowly clipping as I go. Oh, cool. Oh, that's amazing. I absolutely love when I open Animal Crossing and I'm like, oh, I got a gift. Oh my God, Zanzi and the Cheerleading Man. I love Bring It On so much. Could quote that movie in my sleep. Jan the Cheerleading Man. That's funny. Such a squeaky chair. Okay, I'm adding all the clips that were on the table just because, can you ever have enough clips? No. I don't want anything to shift. But I am leaving myself a little opening to start. I think I might be able to unplug my phone now and switch the camera so you guys can see top stitching a little bit better. If you'd like. If and you'd like me to do that. Right. Ah, oh, Kristen, no. Just in time for the great finale. All right. Camera is enough out of the way. This bag was $130. Just because with being all vinyl, I have to take extra care with certain parts and add more expensive interfacings versus with a cotton fabric included. Alright, hopefully you guys can see okay. I think you can. I like to backstitch over those side pieces. Again, just further reinforcing. And I'm kind of feeling underneath to make sure I'm going through all the layers. then if you have to lift up your foot to readjust, make sure that you're leaving your needle down. Then I'm just going to double check that I've caught all of my seams and none of my like basting stitching is showing through the bag or anything like that. It is not, so that's good. I'll go ahead and flip it around and see my sleepy, tired face to birth bag. So we're going to pull the lining out of the bag. Sounds like a lion roaring. Okay, we're going to push this corner through. Kind of start with the bottom. And I'm going through the bottom lining, not the zippered pocket, just because I don't have to be as careful. And then I'm just slowly like pushing and pulling. It is a workout, but it's not too bad. Especially once you start to get the bottom through, you can kind of keep pushing that through. Yeah, there we go. Come on. I hate this part. Yeah, I know, right? Alright, so we've got most of the exterior out. I just want to slowly push everything. And so it's nice that we're not birthing through the zippered pocket because we don't have those teeth scraping up the vinyl and we don't have to worry about ripping that zippered pocket. But if we rip here, we can sew it back up. So then I like to make a fist and press all along my seam allowances. If our zipper pull came off or anything, I like to make sure I reattach that clip. It's very important. But it looks good. Nothing's messed up. So what I'm going to do now is take my hand and grab my zipper pocket. After tonight, what? I'm going to bed. Maybe go live tomorrow while I chain stitch. Yeah, the duct tape comes in handy to protect your hands from the feet, for sure. I used to cut myself all the time. All right, so I've pulled through to my bottom exterior, and I'm lining up those center snips again. And clipping. Okay. Then we're going to sew it shut. After I move the camera once again. Okay. So professional. Okay. So I'm going to start within my seam allowance, past where I ended my last stitch. Just to add security. And just work your way through. And then push that back into the bag. And then we will sew up the zippered pocket. And you can use your iron. I'm just going to fold it and clip it. So now that is all sewn up. So then we're ready to push that back inside the bag and top stitch and add our handles. Is Ben good at catching mice? Absolutely not. Yes, the top of my machine is metal. My whole machine is metal, and I've got these magnets here. I just restocked the last 2 of these pin cushions, but I also use these invisible magnets. But the whole machine is metal. All right. So the whole lining gets pushed inside. So you're just going to roll the top of the bag. There we go. And I'm adding clips throughout. And if you're using vinyl, you don't want to leave these clips on for too long because they will make indents that take a while to come out. And then the last thing I need to do is add a zipper end, but I'll be doing that off camera, so I have to go get it and stuff. Okay, so now that it's all put together, I'm going to do one last pushing of the lining down. Everything fits really nicely. It looks so good. Let's see how that turns out. I don't know. Oh, thank you, Joy. Hopefully she loves it. Okay. Oh, time to top stitch, the most stressful part. Anything could happen. Totally Barbie colors. I know, I love it. Okay. Yep, everything looks good. We're definitely going to shorten that zipper quite a bit. Just going to zip it up to test it. That looks good. Looks real good. Okay. Definitely make sure that your zipper stays out of the way. We're gonna start top stitching kind of on the back, an inconspicuous part. I think my bobbin's gonna be okay. Okay. Once I get it in place, I can let the machine kind of use its strength to get through. Side seams are a bit bulky because I didn't trim and I forgot to fold them in opposite directions, but that's okay. We're going to walk up the hill because we can't run. And you could also use clamping tool if you wanted to kind of help compress those edges. So again, we're just gonna go nice and slow, walk. Okay. Now I get my thread zapper. Very slowly zap those threads. I know I moved the camera, I'll move it back in just a second, I'm sorry. I just had to futz with something. Sorry. Okay, so then the last thing we're gonna do is add those straps. but I hope I can get up for work. Sorry if I kept you late. Alright, so I'm just going to clip the straps on to show you guys the finished product, and then I'll hop off to finish what I'm going to finish. There we go. I love the darker pink handles with it. It's just a fun contrast. So what I like to do is clip them on first to make sure that I like the length, and I do. I just smacked myself in the head with that snap hook. It's a weapon, I tell you. And there it is with the crossbody strap. The sound of a new bag. Yeah. So there's those two front zipper pockets. Nice and sturdy. The zipper pulls though. Alright, so thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out for almost 2 hours. Yeah, I'm gonna hop off. I'm so tired. Why am I so tired? And I will see you guys next time. Bye!